Hi everybody, it's Trent again. Today we're talking about Aragorn the Uniter, my red, green, white, blue deck. For Aragorn the 5/5 and has a paragraph source of text. Whenever you cast a white spell, you make a 1/1 human soldier token. Whenever you cast a blue spell, you scry 2. Whenever you cast a red spell, you deal 3 damage to a target opponent. And whenever you cast a green spell, target creature gets 4/4 until end of turn. Really simple, but it's happening every single time you do anything in those colors. So with this deck, I went a bit weird. And we have a lot of cards to cover because there's a lot of fun in here. Okay, so the first thing we did was I went and made it mostly all legendaries. So Heroes Podium is going to be a major helper in here. Heroes Podium is 5 colorless for each legendary creature you control gets +1/+1 for each other legendary creature you control. And for X in a tap, the top X cards of your library, and to reveal a legendary creature card from among them and put them into your hand. Put the rest on the bottom of your library in any order. So end turns coming around, you don't have a legendary creature in hand. Tap out your mana, go hunting for the creature you need. For that, we're also using Bard's class, which is red-green for legendary creatures you control enter the battlefield with a +1/+1 counter on them. And then level 2 is legendary spells you control cost red-green less to cast. The effect reduces only for the amount of colored mana you pay. And level 3 is whenever you cast a legendary spell, exile the top 2 cards of your library. You may play them this turn. So just more card advantage. So, of course, the Italies are in here because why not? You want to get more cards out of your opponent's decks and you want to build your board. It'll just help if they're legendaries. Diamond Weapon is a great blocker. The Italies have the same effect, just in different ways. Itali Primal Storm is 4 and 2 red for each time it attacks a player. You may cast any number of spells from among those cards without paying their mana cost. And Itali Primal Conqueror is 5 and 2 red, and he's a little bit less, but it's when he comes in and he's an ETB for the same effect, but a non-land card. So keep that in mind. Itali also flips into being a Brightfield Colossus option on the back, which is an 11/11 with Infect. Diamond Weapon is 7 and 2 green for an 8/8. Costs 1 less for each permanent card in your graveyard. It has reach. It prevent all damage that would be dealt to Diamond Weapon. So it's a great one-piece blocker. Because we are playing with some knights, Herald of Hoofbeats, and we're making some knight tokens. Herald of Hoofbeats, which is 3 and a blue, for a 3/3 human knight. Other knights you control have horsemanship, and it has horsemanship. Horsemanship means it can't be blocked without other scenes with horsemanship. It's a very interesting effect because it's allowing you to get around a lot of problems where, I have this wide board. Do they have horsemanship? No. We have horsemanship. Dang it! Talking about knights. Arthur Marigold Knight for 2 and Jeskai. Haste for a 4/5. Whenever he attacks, and at least one other creature attack, look at the top 6 cards of your library. You may put a creature card from among them onto the battlefield, tapped and attacking. Put the rest onto the bottom of your library in random order. Return that creature to the owner's hand at the end of combat. So you cheat out something off the top 8, comes back to your hand so you can cast it later. Because most legendaries are expensive, but they're big, Teamer Battle Courier is a great option, which is Teamer colors for a 4/3 Orc Ranger. During your turn, spells you cast cost 1 less, generic less, for each creature you control with power 4 or greater. So if we count what's on the board right now, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So everything would cost 6 less on your turn. So Kona is a 3 and a green for a Beast Survivor 4/3. At the beginning of your second main phase, if Kona Rescue Beastie is tapped, you may put a permanent card from your hand onto the battlefield. So you attach with Arthur. and something else, and then Kona's out there, you can just put that thing back out. Oh no, our board's about to be destroyed. Guardian of Faith, 1 and 2 white. Flash Vigilance, the Guardian of Faith enters to the battlefield. Any number of target creatures control phase out. Treat them and anything attached to them as though they don't exist until your controller's next turn. Adeline Resplendent, 1 and 2 white. Vigilance power is equal to the number of creatures you control. Whenever you attack for each creature you control, make a 1/1 human token that's tapped and attacking that player or planeswalker they control. Oh, couldn't see Team Brad up here. Let me move him over here. Eowyn Shield Maiden. For 2 and blue, red, white. First strike 5/4. At the beginning of combat on your turn, if another human enters the battlefield under your control this turn, create 2 red human knight creatures with trample and haste. Then if you control 6 or more humans, draw a card. Dritz Dodurin. For 3 and a green, white. Elf Rangers 3/3. Double strike when Dritz Dodurin enters the creature, makes Guinevere, which is a 4/1 green creature with trample. Whenever a creature dies, if it had power greater than Dritz Dodurin, put a number of 1/1 counters onto equal to his power. Because Dritz is freaking amazing and sucks at not dying. And Ovia, Automech Artisan, 3 and a green. Each creature that's attacking one of your opponents has trample. That was a lot of cards to get through. This is probably the biggest set that has such a heavy load on it. But it's because there's so many routes to go for win. You are going by combat. But 3 colors, so you get red, green, blue off of that. Red, white, blue off of that. Red, white, blue off of that. Red, white, green off of that. And so on and so forth. So Aragorn is really going to be a focal point over there. Not for the attacker, but to get all of his bonuses off of him. I hope you enjoyed. Have yourself a great day. And I'll see you in the next video.